I stopped smoking weed, running through my dreams left.
He spawned out.
Now.
Yeah,
3 fucking people flank. No one pushes the hill.
Very good.
You know, shot. You know what I'm saying? Look at like that middle guy. Top it on.
Nah.
Okay.
They're trying, but...
Oh my god, water side.
Oh, 2 water side, 2 water side.
Water side on point.
I gotta turn up. Get behind us.
Someone's gonna back forward. Why am I
I'm dumb. Yeah. Spawned out.
Yo,
No,
shit,
spawned.
yo.
Wow. Read on 3. You're looking.
There's 2 top.
Oh, top 3. Fine. Oh, he's got 34. I'm saying we're gonna add.
Oh, yeah. Behind us.
Hey, dude's got 40 kills. I feel so bad.
Some people like that. The big brown eyes you bring out when you're sad. That ain't your boyfriend.
Up on the top.
On. I got my Fuck. Disrupt it.
Nice.
Good shot. Good shot. You had to do that 1 second early. We could have won that. I know. I almost got to the point where I could have dropped it earlier. A comeback would have been nutty.
Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Vizzo here. It has been a very, very long time since I recorded a video, so bear with me here. I do hope you enjoyed that gameplay that you just saw. I wanted to kind of turn that into like a tips and tricks type of video. So we are 3 seasons into ranked play now, and I figured as somebody who has reached iridescent, figured I could try to offer some insight and some tips that maybe you guys haven't heard before. I'm sure you guys have heard some of these tips before, but I'm hoping that I can elaborate on them and try to help you make more sense of them. And my number 1 tip that I want to give is stop solo queuing. I'm sure you saw with that gameplay, I popped off, I did pretty well. I just want to help you guys realize that you could think as a player that you could do it all, and you can do very well, but even with you popping off, if your team isn't playing well together, chances are you're probably not going to win that game. I try to make it a habit to play with the same couple people, you know, pretty frequently, because the more you play with the same team, the more you're going to build that chemistry and the more you're going to play well together. Also, playing with the same couple people all the time, you kind of start to learn your roles. For example, my main role, I would say I'm definitely a main AR role, and each individual role has their own play style and the way they should handle certain situations. For example, as a main AR, your main objective shouldn't always necessarily to be on, let's say, hard point, for example, being on the point. If you notice throughout my gameplay, I kind of sat around the point and knew and predicted where people were going to come from and pick them off before they could push whoever we did have on the point, kind of give them a little safety net there. Just for an example, there's a guy that I play with that I've been playing with a lot more recently. He didn't really get into ranked play until I think late the 2nd season, which I guess is technically season 3. And I've been telling him that I think he should start streaming. even if it's not for the purpose of streaming, I think it's definitely helpful to be able to go back and VOD review. For example, sometimes he does really well, and other times he doesn't do very well. Has some bad games, as we all do. But I told him that I think it would be very helpful if he did stream, and we could go back and look at his VOD and see what situations he played well and what situations he should have done something differently. Being able to see your mistakes and learn from them firsthand is very beneficial, because a lot of the times there's certain things that you don't realize that you're doing that's a bad habit that you shouldn't do, or just like I said, just different ways you can handle different situations, and you can see that firsthand rather than having to experience it in game where you might not be aware. And this isn't really a tip, but just a quick side note. I do think it is beneficial to watch other pro players, or even just people that are very good at the game, and just watch them and learn from their habits, see the routes they run, how they handle different situations. Again, that's not really a tip I wanted to give. I just wanted to throw that in as a quick side note. And the final tip I have is just grind. Just grind it out. You're not going to get better if you aren't practicing. Try to play every day if you can, or as often as you can. If your goal is to get better, best way to do that is to just grind and play as much as you can. And if you were curious, this is the class I was using in the game. I don't want to give like a class setup video or tips and trick or whatever, because I've seen a million of them. I'm sure plenty of you have seen this very class, but this is just the one I use. It's been reliable for me. I haven't really changed it much. So if you were curious, there it is. And like I said, I just wanted to make this a quick, nice and short, straight to the point video. So that's going to be it for this video. I do appreciate if you've watched this and made it this far throughout the video. I am going to try to upload more often from now on. But other than that, if you did like the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I appreciate it, and I'm out. Peace.